What up, guys? I know I've done 3 videos today, and I'm sure you're getting swamped with them, but hopefully they're helping. By request, we had one to look up at setting and understanding the bots on Pionex that we offer, which is a pretty cool feature. Very low fee and kind of an automated system that can get you some profits for somebody who's not super familiar with trading or doesn't have the time to day trade. Most of these bots are backed by ChatGPT. Is how they came up with their strategies and how active they trigger. I'm really liking this Pionex setup. I'm waiting to get some funds sent over there, but I really like the layout and the use. When you're doing manual trades, you can do your limits and your markets just like everywhere else, buy and sell. But you could even do your buys and your sells in grid pattern, which is how the bots work. Basically, that's taking a single order and breaking it up into multiple orders. So when you go into the bot section right over here, it has some that you can just copy directly. You don't even have to do any of the custom trading. Most popular bots that we have. I know that it said it had a dollar cost averaging bot. There it is, recurring buy. That's one that you could just set up if you have a chunk of change in there and you don't want to worry about getting the exact price or you're concerned. This one will get you a good entry, especially for a long-term position. But kind of a fun one that I think a lot of people should look at least running temporarily is this grid bot. We come in here, TXC. Obviously, we could copy the AI 7-day strategy, or we could do the 30-day strategy. You can see some pretty good gains in these. But let's do with our own. The lower limit is going to be the price that if the price goes below this, the bot will cancel. It'll stop. So if we put 3, because that was kind of shown to be a decent bottom in recent times. We had that 715 spike. You know, if something happened where we got a big run up, it would be nice to catch some into that. So kind of depending on how high you want to go. I mean, you could go as high as you want to, but just for fun, let's put 9. And then I always like doing the multiples of 3. So, you know, do 12 grids. That's going to place 6 on the sell, 6 on the buy. And you see that we have a profit grid that we're expecting to get between 6 and 18% after the fee for the grid operating itself. Come over here, put how much USDT you're going to put into it, and send it. Again, I haven't actually done this. I've been watching some videos on some other people doing it and backtesting it on larger like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Sounds like it's a pretty cool little setup, and you know, in the trading strategies that I've kind of back tested and seen with the AI and these bots, I think these would be a fun way, especially for TXC and somebody who doesn't have the ability to get in there and day trade throughout the week, to keep this volume and momentum building and keeping some activity on one of the smaller exchanges right now. Pionex doesn't have a lot of volume yet, and I don't see why not. It could easily kind of fill in a lot of those gaps and narrow that spread. But pretty cool little setup that you can kind of build. It'll acquire you more coins as it's going. Might start with 30 coins, and then by the time you run it for a month or 2, you might have 100 coins. And so you're going to profit along the way as well. So this is a setup that I would look at. 3, 7, 6 as your upper limit, maybe 9 if you're being a little bit more aggressive. Grids, you probably want to be around 10 to 20. Obviously, if you do more grids, your profit's going to go down between each trade because it's going to do more frequent trades. I just like the multiples of 3, so I would probably run a 3, 9, 12 as one that I suggest, or 3, 6, 12, kind of however you feel suit, but that's what I would check out, and I think it would be an exciting thing to see how it does. Hope that helps, and see you on the next one.